Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, so today we will cover the rest part of the project module. So in the previous session, we created a project from the sales order confirmation. Now we will also do the same, and we will check the rest of the things on the project. So let's say
Okay.
today I am going to create a new project for the same, sorry, new sales order for the same product. So let's say I'm going to open the previous sale order. I am just duplicating it to create the new sales order. So the sales order have been duplicated and a new quotation have been created. If you remember, in the previous session, we did a setup on the product template for the project creation. So if I go to the product template from this internal link, let's see, there should be the same product setup, and this time I will change a new thing. Yes, so the product type is service, invoicing policy is based on milestones, and create an order is project and task. So we are going to create a new project and a task in that project when the quotation will be confirmed and the sales order will be created. And this in previous setup, you can see here product template is not selected, and for now I will select the project template, because if you remember previously we have created a project in which we created some tasks, so we can select that. So the previous was this one. So now for this order I am selecting the product template, and now when the project will be created according to this template, milestones and the tasks would be created in that project.
Okay.
Is it making sense?
Yes, yes. The previous project template, what all things which have been given task and subtask, it will be found over here.
Yes, so I'm going to confirm the quotation, and it have been converted into the task, and you can see here a new project have been created, one milestone, and the 7 tasks have been created that were created into the project that we selected as a template. So if I go to the project, so I can move from here directly, but I will go from the projects app. So if I refresh it, there should be a project for with my sales order reference of 62. So here is the project that is created by now. And if I go to the, yes, tasks, there should be the 7 tasks that have been created. These are the tasks that we created previously in a project. All of the tasks have been dropped in the to-do stage. I can assign these tasks to the relevant ones. So the assignees have been picked by from the previous project. System have picked the assignees. So in the previous project that we selected as a template, uh, the assignees for these tasks are the same as there in this project. So if I group these tasks by milestone, okay, so you can see here one task in delivery go live milestone, one in user training, two in design, two in discovery, and then that software deployment service one. Okay, and if I
Okay.
again go to the project, and if I directly move to the, here is the project of mine that is created. Oh, sorry, our project is with the 62 order number 62 reference. Where's the 62? Here is. Okay, milestones. So these are the milestones that have been created. So these 5 milestones are fetched from the project template that we selected on the product template. This milestone have been created by the project, a new. So I don't need this new milestone that have been created by the project itself. So I can delete this, delete. Okay, now I have a 4 milestone that I need to reach. And if you remember, our invoicing policy is also based on the milestones reach. So currently you can see here there is no milestone that have been reached. So I will go and show you another thing about the project's profitability. The project's profitability is totally dependent upon the analytic accounts that are assigned to the project. And in the previous session we have seen that we have turned on the analytic account setting. And for the new project, when a project is created, analytic account is assigned automatically to that project, and by that analytic account profitability of that project is managed. So if I go to the settings of this project, I can assign the project manager that is leading this project. So let's say it's Meter Ladwan. And if I go to the settings, you will see here analytic account have been created automatically and assigned to this project, and then the sales order item from which this project have actually been created.
Okay.
Any questions if
Yep.
do you have related to project?
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so if I can go back to the project, and now I will go to the project updates. If you want to see the project profitabilities, costs and revenues, you have to move to the project updates. Here you will see the updates that you have logged for the project, and on the right side you will see the logs related to the revenues, costs and the budgets of this project. And on the top you can see here 0 tasks have been completed till now from the 7, 0 time recorded on this project, 2 sales order are there from which this project have been. So I'm on the wrong project, so let me move to my one. It was 6 2, this one. And then you can see here sales order items for this product. Why it is showing 2 sale order items? It should be, there should be a single sale order item. Let me check that. Items. So there was a previous project that we created in yesterday's session. So that is already pending. So system created a new project and assigned the same sales order lines because there are already in progress project. So that's why it's merged one project with the 2 sales order lines. I'm going to cancel my the previous sale order. Let's say cancel it. There should be only one sales order with our new project. Okay, now if I go back to my project, this one project updates. Okay, now it has a single sale order line. And then the profitability is not showing because we didn't enter any cost on this project in terms of times or in terms of any materials. So it is not showing profitability, and then it is also not showing budget. So no, we will add the some times on the task, and we will also add the budgets also to see the budget reporting for the projects as well. So let's create budget at first for the project. And on the left side you will also see the project updates that you enter time by time for your project. So let's say currently there is no project, so I am going to project and let me enter a new update. So let's say if I go to project, I can also give update from here. So let's say is at risk. Now, if I again go to project updates, on the left side you will see on which time who have been updated. The project is on risk. Again go to projects, and now I will create a new tab. Can you see my new tab?
Yes, we can.
Okay. And this time I'm going to create the budget for my product. I will go to accounting, budgets, new. So let's say is project. So 62. So it's the budget for project SO 00062. I can also give here the period for which I'm going to create the budget. So let's say it's for the month of July. Then I will add the budget lines. So I will give here budget for the analytic account of my project. So that is this one that is created automatically for my project. And I can also give here the budgetary lines. So I can also manage the budget for whole of the project. So if I give here any amount, that will be considered the whole budget for this analytic account. And this analytic account is basically assigned to the project that we have created, and the whole amount would be treated as a budget for the whole project. But I can also trickle down or break down my budget into different accounts. Let's say for civil expenses, for electrical expenses, or maintenance expenses. I can also break down my expenses to different type of expenses. And for this I need to create the budgetary positions according to my expense types, and then I can assign that budgetary positions to here as well. So let's say I will create the budgetary positions, and let me create a budgetary position for civil expense. Giving me the create option. I will go to create, and if I go to this budgetary position by internal link option, so the budgetary position have been created, but I need to assign the codes uh, for this position. So when the expense would be recorded in these codes, then it will be treated expense of, it will be treated and will be knocked off against that budget that I'm going to create right now. So let's say I'm going to
Sorry to interrupt you. Actually, I didn't get the complete understanding of this budgets. Uh, so,
yes. So should I repeat it?
yeah, for what reason actually exactly the budget should come into the picture right now?
Yes, budget is basically it's not a mandatory part of the projects, but budget is
Uh-huh.
basically uh, why we have the budget. If you talk about your personal, so we have the budget, we maintain and manage the budget for our personal expenses as well. And the
Uh,
purpose of the budget is basically to monitor and control your expenses
okay.
and revenues as well. If you even we are in our regular daily life, we also manage our budgets. So we have our revenue budgets, our monthly salary or our monthly income, and then we also maintain and manage our expenses budget. So which expenses will be incurred in this month by me? So what will be my food expenses, what will be my transport expenses, what will be my hospitalization, or what will be my entertainment expenses. We also manage budgets in our daily routine. So that's why
Yes.
for a particular project, so let's say you are expecting and you have sold out a project, with for a $5,000. If you remember, for this project, we entered a sales order for the $5,000.
Okay.
So it means you are expecting the revenue of $5,000 on this project.
Mm, mm.
So when you quoted a $5,000 for this product software deployment services, obviously you have done some of the workings at your end for your cost. So what would be your actual cost for that project, and then you quoted the $5,000 to your customer.
Mm.
Okay, and for that
Yes.
cost, you can create the budget on the project, that what will be your cost according to your
Mm.
budget on this product. And then after incurring the actual cost, you will be able to monitor that which cost of your project have been gone up and which cost is lower than your budget, and you can monitor and control for your future projects.
Yes. Yes.
Is it
Okay.
making sense?
Yes. 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 Yes.
So let's say, sorry, I have given the wrong name. So let's say our project is software deployment service. So let's say for first budgetary position, I will give the name uh, resource time. So how much time have been applied to the resource? So I can give where new code project team time time of expense. So I'm creating the chart of account code. Save. And let's say the new cost that can be entertainment expense by your team. So when your team would be deployed at specific projects, so there can be some food expenses, entertainment expenses, and the transport expenses can be there for your team. So let's say I'm going to create entertainment expense type, and then entertainment include. So I'm just opening the budget types to create the budgets. I will create a one more with the name of uh, transport expense, food, so include. And then I will also create a budget for my revenue that I'm going to expect, and that is pretty much simple, that we have expected a revenue of $5,000 for this particular project. So I will select the product sales, this one. Okay, so I will go back to my project budget. Okay, so for the resource, I have planned the cost of the resource time cost I have planned is will be $2,000, and then entertainment expense for my team would be $5,000. Sorry, $500 for this project, and then transport expense will be $50, and then the revenue of my this budget would be, that is more obvious through the sales order as well, will be $5,000. Okay. Okay, so I have created a give the analytic account as well for my project, that it should only pick the costs and the revenues of this analytic account. Say confirm. The budget have been confirmed and I can also approve the budget. It's approved. So I will again move to my project then, and I will go to three dots button and now project updates. Now we should be able to see the budget for the product, and you can see here on the right side under the profitability. So the budget for this product is appearing, that your resource time cost budget for this project is $2,000, entertainment expense $500, transport expense $50, and revenue $5,000. And revenue you can see here according to the sale order item line on the sale order is also $5,000. And currently you have incurred 00 of these, and you are having a negative 7550 budget.
Okay.
And one thing that I missed, let me correct it. Reset to draft, I'm again changing the budget. So one thing I missed is that your expenses should be with the negative sign and your revenues will be with the positive sign. So I'm giving the negative sign with my expenses. Okay, and again confirming the project. And now if I again go back to my project and refresh this screen, project updates, and now it is showing you the correct picture. Any question do you have?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Fine.
Okay, so now we will incur the expenses and we will see the budget changes in the budget. So let's say your project have been started now. So I will go to the project screen and I will move it from to do to in progress stage. Okay, and I will go to the tasks of this project and I will change it to list view. Sorry, from the Kanban view, and I will group it by the milestones. Okay, my first milestone is discovery. So I will go to first one task by clicking here. So let's say this task have been started. I will move it to in progress, and then let's say it have been completed. I have meeting with the power user, so I will add my time here. And if I meeting there is also automated process, I can add the timesheet manually here, that I spent the time on this task specifically, or while starting this task I can go to my screen, task screen, and I can click the start button, so time count will be started by the Odoo. So you can perform your task, and when the tasks have been finished, just hit the stop button, and the timesheet would be logged automatically by Odoo. So let's say I have finished this task, I will hit the stop button, and the timesheet line will be added. So it's just confirming your time spent is 15 seconds. I can also change here. So let's say I have spent 2 hours on this. Save. You can see here timesheet have been added for this, that the 2 hours have been spent by Shkil Ahmed on this task.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and this have been completed. I will move it to done. Okay, the first task of that milestone completed, and now I will go to the second one. I will start it, stop, and I will again give 2 hours spent time sheet for this added, and I will complete this task and go to the task. And now if I go to the list view screen and if I go to the discovery, okay, so I have moved it into the done stage, and likewise I also have to change the stage of that order, that task. So it is in progress, so I can click on this flag and I can change it to done. So the tasks have been done, so now it have been done. And now I will again go to the second task, and now you can see in the discovery it is showing me only one that is open. So completed tasks are moving to the completed stage. I will again change it in progress to done. Now I will again go. Now the discovery milestone you can see here has the zero task open.
Okay.
Okay, and I will go to the project and I will change the project stage that was previously at risk. Now I will change it to on track because I have started it, and I will again go to the project milestones from this view. And now you can see here the discovery milestone, if you can see on your screen, is green now. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Because I have completed both of the tasks that were in this milestone, and now the time to complete this milestone. So let's say this milestone have been reached. For the milestone reach, I just only need to turn on this check button and save.
Okay.
Okay, and now this line have been grayed out. You can see here in active mode. So the milestone have been reached and the relevant tasks that are related to this milestone have been completed. You can also see the related task by clicking here. Okay, these are in the done stage. No in progress, no in to do. And if you click on the done stage, both of these are in the done stage.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the first milestone reached for the project. And now again, if I go to project and three dots and the project updates, there should be new updates and the times logs by. Okay, so the new update for the project on track, because project is now on track. And on the task you can see here 2/7, two tasks have been completed, 29% of the project have been completed. And you can also see here timesheets for over 1 hours. So the 4 hours have been logged. Over 1 hour means the planned hour was one for this project. So let me change. We didn't change the planned hours for that project. That's why it is not showing the correct picture. So let me go to settings. So let's say I'm assuming that the planned hours for this project are okay. Now I will again go to the three dots project updates, and now you can see here 4/14. So the 4 hours have been logged on two tasks, and the 29% of the time have been logged. Then the relevant sale order, and you can see here the sale order line. So sold is 1, delivered 0, invoice 0, and you can see here under the profitability. So the timesheet is there. 400 need to be billed, and we have billed 0, and expected to be billed 400. And under the milestones, you can see here one milestone with the discovery have now been reached.
Okay.
Okay, now I will go. You can see here build 400 to build 0. I will go to build the milestones actually. So if I go to my project, sorry, sales orders, and if I go to quotations, and the sale order is 62. If I go to, okay, so why the delivered quantity have not been updated? So this delivered quantity should automatically be updated by the milestones reach.
Mhm.
Check that project. Okay, so here's a problem. You can also say it Odoo bug. So it's not picking the milestone. Milestones have been picked in the project from the project template, but it is not
Okay.
attaching these milestones to the sales order. But you can see I have created a new milestone manually with the same name of discovery, and it have been attached to the sale order. But the previous
Mhm.
milestones are not attaching to the new sales order by using the project template. So let me create these new one. So discovery, and the next one is design. So this thing needs to be remembered that the if you use a project template for the sales order item, so it is duplicating the task and the project, but we have to create the milestones new by manual option. Save new and delivery. So let's say we will proceed with these three. Delete these one. Okay, so I have deleted the previous uh, milestones that were created from the project template. So I have created new three for me delivery. Sorry, from discovery, design, and then delivery. So now I will assign my tasks to these milestones. Those are the relevant milestones. So I will go to the project, and I will go to the project tasks. I will change these tasks to the list view, and let's say to be design preparation and design finalization are related to the design milestone. Let me add the milestone in the list view. Yes, here it is, milestone. So these two are related to the design milestone. I've added design, and it will be assigned to both of these. Okay, user training, cutover, and go live are related to the delivery milestone. Okay, delivery milestone assigned to these two. And this task is created automatically. I don't need this task, so let's delete this. Okay, and if I remove the open task filter, there should be two in the done stage, and these are related to discovery milestone. So let me assign the discovery to these two. So Shafi, are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I have, if I repeat, so I have created three new milestones because the sales order was not picking the previous milestones. And after creation of these three new milestones, I have just assigned these new milestones to my project tasks.
Okay,
Okay. So my discovery milestone has these two tasks, delivery milestone has these two tasks, and the design milestone have these two tasks.
okay, okay.
Okay, and for the discovery, I have completed both of my tasks, and now I will complete my discovery milestones. I will go to the projects and I will go to the milestones directly from here, and you will see the milestone should be in the green color because the tasks related to the milestone have been completed already. You can see here the milestone is in uh, green color, and then the other option that I need to set up, you can see my project is basically $5,000, and I need to uh, invoice my sales order on the base of milestones, and I have three milestones, so I need to break down my order amount according to my milestones. So let's say I have agreed with my customer that the 2000 would be ordered with first milestone, then the 2000 will be invoiced after completion of first milestone, then 2000 will be invoiced after completion of second milestone, and 1000 will be invoiced after completion of third milestone.
Third
So
match.
we have to calculate the
Mhm.
portion for 2000. So let's say I'm going to calculator. Can you see my calculator screen or not?
No.
Okay, so I'm just dividing the 2000 divided by 5000 to calculate the percentage. So it's 40%. So I will give here the 40% portion. So I need to invoice the 40% on the achievement of this. Then I need to
Mhm.
invoice 40% on the achievement of this. You can also see the quantity. So which quantity would be
Mhm.
invoiced? Then I need to invoice the 20% on the achievement of this milestone.
Okay.
Okay, is it making sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now that this milestone have been reached, I will just turn this on, save. Okay, and now on my sales order, the quantity delivered quantity should be updated with the 0.40 according to the project milestones invoice policy. So you can see here first milestone have been reached, and the delivered quantity should be updated to 0.40, and I should be able to invoice 0.40 quantity with the amount of $2,000 for the order. So I will move to my order, that is for the sales order. I will refresh my screen to just get the updated thing. I will go to sales order, and you can see here in the sales order line. So my order quantity was one, delivered quantity have been updated with a 0.40.
Mhm.
Invoice is zero, and the lines color is blue. System is recommending me to invoice 0.40 quantity for this order. You can also see the create invoice button is now appearing here. Previously it was not there. So I will hit the create invoice to show you the magic. Create regular invoice, and you will see here the invoice for $2,000. Okay, according to the
Yeah.
delivered quantity that is based on the milestones achievement, and the analytic account that was created for that project is automatically assigned to this invoice as well. I will confirm it. So the invoice have been confirmed. So I have generated my first invoice for my project. Okay, now I will again go to my project, and I will show you the project update again. After having first invoice for my project, I will go to three dots, project updates. On the right side, you can see here under the profitability, timesheets build on milestones. So the 2000 have been invoiced.
Okay.
Okay, and then the cost of the timesheets, that is 400, is automatically populating, and this cost is basically pulled up from the employee uh, information form in the Odoo. So what is basically the per hour cost for the employee that have uh, added the timesheet on the project task. So if I go to the project to show you what the cost related to the timesheet, so if I go to the tasks, I will change the mode into the list mode. So if you remember, if I remove the open task filter, so these two tasks have been completed and 2 hours timesheet have been logged by Shakil Ahmed. So the cost have been pulled up for these 4 hours of from the employee information form of the Shakil Ahmed. So what is the cost or the rate of the Shakil Ahmed employee? So I will go to employee to check the cost rate. So if I search for Shakil is the employee, if I go to HR settings, so you can see here hourly cost is 100.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, and on the project it is showing 400 as a cost because we have logged 4 hours for that project. Is it making sense so far?
Yes, yes, yes.
I will again go to the project updates and you can see here the cost for the timesheets 400 for this project, and it is also showing you the margin of the project that is currently 400% because we only incurred the 400 cost and the invoice is for $2,000. And under the budgets you can see here your revenue budget was 5,000 forecast and you have actually earned the revenue of 2,000 because you have invoiced 2,000 for your project according to the milestones.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, and under the milestones, first milestone have been reached. Any questions so far?
No, that's okay. So
Okay,
that
and
means the automatic billing will be done when once we create the milestones type the billing, right? On the projects.
yes, yes, yes,
Milestone based, yeah.
yes. We have seen it right now. It is creating.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's,
It is not creating invoice automatically, but it is
yeah, we
updating
have,
the delivered quantity on the order and it is suggesting you to invoice it. Your order will
yes.
be showed into the pending to be invoiced, and then your
Hmm.
it's the action point for your accounting team to invoice the orders that are pending to be invoiced.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and now you can see my expense budgets, resource timing, entertainment expense, and the transport expense are actual consumption is currently 0. So now I will add some expenses to add the cost for this project as well. And you can see here for the timesheets, system automatically calculated that the 400 is cost for the timesheets. So if I log this expense, actually it will also be deducted from my budget. So let's say at first we will log the timesheet cost and then entertainment and transport expense. I can directly log these costs. So let's say I'm going to accounting and I will create a new general entry for the resource cost. According to the time logged on the project, so the 400 is my cost for that employee that have logged the hours. So I will also log that expense in my accounts. So let's say I will create a new journal entry. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I will go to accounting, journal entries, new journal entry. Okay, and I will add a expense line here. So let's say it's my HR cost will not be available. So I will create this account as a new. It's my human resource cost. Code type is expense. Okay, so the HR cost and the cost was 400 as we seen in our project, and then the analytic account. So I need to select the analytic account of my project for which I am registering this cost, and that was 62. I said 62. Okay, yes. So it's have been selected, and then the credit would be payable account. Save. Okay, so the expense for the HR cost have been logged into my books. Now I will post this entry, and I will also create a new expense for my transport and the entertainment related to that project. So let's say it's transport expense in the reference, and then in the general item, I will debit the transport account that I have created recently, analytic account of my project, and the amount is, let's say, $30, and then uh, save post entry. Okay, so the two expenses have been recorded, and the third expense I will prefer to log the third expense from bill. So let's say you had a food or the entertainment expense, and you have a bill for that from your vendor. So I will create a bill for my entertainment expenses. Okay, Chandra. So I will create a new bill for my food expenses. So the transport expenses is recorded directly. by a miscellaneous general type, and now I will create a bill for my food expenses. So let's say the vendor is search if anyone with the food name, food for the hungry, let's say. So let's say I have arrangement from my this vendor food for the hungry, so I can eat and I can pay monthly. So I'm going to bill for this expense. Let me create the vendor at first. Receivable, payable, say, add a product. Okay, so product is not there. I will add the label food expense and the account. There should be entertainment account and the analytic distribution. There should be my projects analytic account. So it is 62. Yes. Okay. And the amount for this food is, let's say I have eat the food of $120. Save and I will confirm the bill, post the expense, confirm. Bill date, confirm. Okay, so bill is confirmed, and now I have logged three expenses: HR cost expense, transport expense, and the food expense for my project by selecting the analytic distribution account for my project. And now I will go to my project and I will see the budget of my project. It should be updated now with the cost. So you again go to three dots, project updates. Transport expense is log 150 and resource and entertainment expense. Okay, so vendor bill logged here. Vendor bill 120. Transport expense. So let me check the budget. Oh yes, under the food, for the bill of food, I have selected the transport expense. There should be entertainment expense. Let me reset it to draft. I will change it to entertainment expense this time. Save, confirm. I will again open the project update screen. Three dots, project updates. And now under the cost, you can see here 120 is related to the bill. And under the budgets, you will see here 120 of the entertainment expense have been consumed and the 30 for the transport expense have been consumed related to this project.
Okay, so on a later stage, we have a portion to add the budget also, right, in between.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And now I will move to complete the rest of the milestones and then we will make the invoice for the other milestones as well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I will go to again projects. I will go to tasks and I will change the, I will group it by milestones to see the tasks according to milestones. Okay, so the discovery have been completed. Now the pending milestones are design. Under the design, these are two tasks need to be done, and then the delivery. Under the delivery, these two tasks are need to be done. So I will complete the design phase as first. So let's say I have started this task. I will move it to in progress. I will start it and I will stop it. So let's say I have consumed 2 hours for this as well. I will change the time to 2 hours. Save timesheet would be logged, and under the timesheet tab you can see here 2 hours have been logged, and I will change the stage of the task to done and the status of the task to the done as well. Okay, so tasks have been completed. But under the physical environment, I am just completing this for the training, but under the physical environment these will be completed according to your physical activity. So when you are doing or when you are starting the physical activity, you can move this task to the in progress stage, and then
Okay.
you can also start the automatic timer of the system, or you can add the timesheet line manually after completion of this task. So let's say you have started this task today, and then tomorrow, if tomorrow this task have been completed, then go to your task, change the task status from in progress to the done stage, and then task status also need to be changed, and then add the timesheet for the actual time that you have spent on this task.
Okay.
So let me done it, and status also done. So the tasks have been completed, and this time I didn't started the timer from here, so I can also add the timesheet manually from here. So I will select that imply that Shakil Ahmed has spent. I can also give the time details. So I have presented and get sign off for design, and the time spent is basically 2 hours. Save. Okay, so the task done and the time spent 2 hours. So if I again go to the task screen, now you can see the design milestone is empty now. So now I need to complete the delivery milestone with these two tasks. So before completion of this milestone, I will go to the milestone screen of the project, and now we will see the milestone status. Now the design milestone should be turned into the green color, and you can see here design milestone is now green, and I will reach this milestone. And after reaching this milestone, now 0.40 quantity is more available to be invoiced on the order. So I will go to my order. I will see the changes in order according to the reach of milestone, and now you can see here delivered quantity have been updated to 0.80, and the invoice quantity is 0.40, and the order is in to create invoice stage. So the create invoice button is active. I can create one more invoice for the 0.40 quantity. I will hit the create invoice button. So the invoice is created, quantity is 0.40, and the value is 2000. So I will confirm it. One more invoice created for my project because one more milestone have been reached. Now if I again go to my project, two milestones have been reached, and if I again go to the three dots button and then the project updates, and now you can see on the sale order items, so the sold was 1 and the delivery is 0.80. 0.20 is pending to be delivered. That is last milestone. And the invoice is also 0.80 quantity. And you can also see here the revenues for the 4,000 have been generated because we have created two invoices for $2,000 each. Okay. And under the budget, there should be update that for the forecasted 5,000, 4,000 have been earned. And under the milestones, two milestones have been reached.
Okay.
Any questions so far?
No, okay, fine. Continue.
Okay. And on the other side, one more thing, Shafi. So this project is basically related to the services, but your project can be related to the physical activities like construction projects or yes, engineering projects. You are making or developing some machines on the request of some customer orders, and for that projects you also need to have some purchases of some of materials or parts that need to be used into the project, and the cost of that materials or projects can also be the part of the cost of the project. So you can also track these costs, and that cost would also become the part of the cost of the project by doing the purchase orders with reference of the analytic account of the project. Okay, how you can do this? We can also use a scenario in this case. So let's say for the software deployment services, during the deployment, you have identified that you also need to do a one purchase of the third party app from the Odoo app store to do the deployment effectively. For one of
Okay.
customer requirement, there is a app, built-in app, already built-in app available on the Odoo app store. So you need to buy that app and then to install on the customer instance or the DB
Mhm.
during the deployment. So let's say you are going to do a one purchase regarding this project. So we will see how you can do the purchase regarding this project and how it will be showed on your project as a cost. Are you getting my point?
What you told is that apart from the service industry, we have a chance to do the engineering services or the construction side. So for that, what kind of app we have to install it?
No, we don't need to install any app. I'm just saying you for the project completion during the project you also need to or you also required to purchase some materials to complete that project.
Okay.
Okay, and if you
Mhm.
want to track these costs, so if you want to add these purchases onto the project as a project cost, you can also do that.
Okay. Okay.
So let's say you are doing a construction, you are a construction company, you have got a project for the flyover construction, and now you have
Mm.
started the project. And for all of materials that you are purchasing for the flyover construction, you have to track these costs on the project cost. So you are purchasing cements, you are purchasing iron material, you are purchasing bricks, you are purchasing sand. So you need to manage these costs also with relevance of the with reference of the project. So how you can do that, I'm just going to show you. You can
Okay. Okay.
also you can also do the purchases with reference of your project, and that purchases would be reflected as a cost on your project.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and for the current project I'm just creating a relevant example for the current project that we have created in system is related to the software deployment. If you remember, so here is software deployment service.
Mm.
Okay, for that project, so let's say I'm going to create a scenario that we need to buy a third party app for the customer according to the customer requirement to plug in into the customer DB and to give them the solution for their specific requirement.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, because for this project we cannot purchase the bricks, we cannot purchase the iron, we cannot purchase the sand. This is a service project. But for this
Hmm.
project, a relevant example can be that we do in our regular routines. For some of customer requirements, when we do deployments, for some of customer requirements, for some of customizations, we do searches from the Odoo app store, and we find the relevant app from the Odoo app store. If it is suitable, we purchase that app rather than doing the customization. We purchase that app and plug in into the customer DB and give them the solution for their requirement.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and for the time being, I'm just going to have a purchase order for the app purchase, and then we have the bill, and we will see how that cost is prompted on our project.
Okay.
Okay, for this project, so let's say I will go to the purchase. I'm going to create a purchase order. I can create direct bills as we have created previously for the entertainment expense, but now I will go from the purchase order. So let's say I'm going to create a new purchase order from the uh, order repetition, let's say any vendor reference, and the product is commission app. So let's say customer have given us a requirement for the calculation of commission on the sales orders, but that solution is not available in the standard Odoo, and we have find that solution, that ready-made app is available on the Odoo app store that can fulfill this requirement, and we are just going to purchase that app. And that app should also be treated as a project cost for the software deployment of the order number 62.
Okay.
Okay, so the app cost is, let's say, $300. Confirm. Let me change the service. So let's move with the consumer. Okay, confirm purchase order, and then you will receive this. So let's say I have received, I have downloaded the app, validate thing is okay. On the purchase order, there should be an analytic account assigned that is relevant to, that is for that project. So I am purchasing this app for this project. So I am assigning that analytic account to this purchase order. Save. No, the app have been received. So I will create a bill date. And you can see on the bill, the analytic distribution account, analytic account for that project have automatically been loaded from purchase order. I will confirm the bill. Okay, so the app have been purchased and deployed into the customer environment. Now I will see on the project there should be a new expense with the app cost as well. So the account is, the charge account is entertainment. Let me change this account to confirm. Okay, bill posted. I will go to the project and I will refresh the project update screen. I will open it up again, project updates. Okay, and now you can see here a new line under the cost have been updated with the $300, and that is for, it is also showing the purchase order. So you have routed a new purchase order for this project with the $300. So the purpose of this to monitor all of costs that are related to this project, to just have the clear picture of your profitability at the end of this project. that how much costs have been incurred for this project and how much revenue was agreed and how much revenue have been actually earned against this project.
Mhm.
Is
Okay.
it making sense so far?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now our last milestone is pending delivery. So let's say I will go and complete the task for the last milestones. I will go to the task of my project. I will group it by milestone. So it will show me the two tasks that need to be completed under the delivery milestones. I will go with the first one. So let's say user training have been provided and I will move it to the done stage and I will change the status of the task as done as well. So I will add the timesheet. So let's say I have provided the user training. Uh, so the employee will be, I can change the employee as well. So let's say this time Beth Havens have granted training. So I will give the description training provided. Okay, and the training provided in 3 hours. Save. Okay. Now I will again go to the task. Now only one task is pending under delivery. So by default, it only shows you the open task because you can see here on the top open task filter is applied. So if you want to see all of tasks, just remove this filter and all of the tasks would be appeared. So I will go with this one and cut off for and go live. So we have done the cutoff. We have identified the opening balances that need to be uploaded, and then we have uploaded the opening balances into the new ERP system. Let's say, and now the system have been uh, announced as a go live. So I will mark this as a done, change done, and I will add the timesheet. So this activity took a time. So let's say this time I will choose unstreed and opening balances uploaded system is announced as go live. Okay, and this task actually took 4 hours. Let's say I will again go to the project, and now you can see there is no task that is pending for any milestone. And now, if I go back to projects, and now I will go to the milestones of this project, milestones. So now you can see here the last milestone that is in green color means we have achieved this milestone. We have completed the tasks that were under this milestone. Now the time is to reach this milestone. I will turn this check on. Milestone reached. Okay. Now my sales order should be ready to invoice the 0.20 quantity for this milestone. And that is the last quantity. And let's say I refresh this screen. And now you can see here the delivered is 1 now. Quantity was 1. It's matching to the quantity. And the invoice is 0.80, 0.20 is pending to be invoiced. I will hit the create invoice button, create invoice, confirm. Okay, invoice confirmed. If I go back to order, you can see here now everything seems fine. Quantity 1, delivered 1, invoiced 1 for my order. And then on the top, you can also see one project for this sale order, 3 milestones that have been reached, 6 tasks were there. You can also see the task from by just clicking on this smart button, and then recorded hours. 15 total hours are recorded for this project and this sale order line, and the 3 invoices have been created for this sale order, 2 for the 0.40 quantity and 1 for 0.20 quantity. And if I go back to the project, and now if I go to the project updates, now you can see here on the top tasks, 100% tasks have been achieved, and then the timesheet you are able to see it's in red, and the extra time 1 hour consumed plus 7%. You can see here 14 hours were expected. We had allocated 14 hours to that project, but we have consumed 15 hours in total on the tasks. So one extra hour have been consumed, and three invoices have been created for this project. One sale order item was there, and then against which this project was created. One purchase order have been created for this project. Two vendor bills have been created for this project. One vendor bill for was for entertainment expenses, and the one vendor bill was for the app purchase, that was for commission calculation. Then burn down chart, you can also see the project related graph. If you click on the burn down, you would be able to see the number of tasks that have been done. So currently all of the tasks have been completed, so it is showing you the 6 tasks are in done stage. You can also change the shape of these tasks to the line chart or the graph chart. So now all of the tasks are in done stage. So that's why it is showing you the only one line. So if there are some tasks that are done or in progress or to do, so it will be showing you the task bars according to the task stages.
Okay.
And then under the sales, you can see here the sale order item that was binded with this project. So the sold quantity was one. Now the delivered quantity is also one, and the invoice quantity is one as well. You have invoiced all of your milestones and the quantity. Profitability is showing you that you have earned 5,000 of revenue under the revenues banner. Total revenue 5,000. Then it is showing you the cost. Your total time shift cost according to the log times of 15 hours is $1,100. And then purchase order, you purchase one app related to that project, which costs you $300. And then the vendor bill for the entertainment expense related to this project was $120.
Okay.
Or your total cost is $3,480 against your total earned revenue that was $5,000, and your total margin is plus 2 to 9 percentage. Okay, then under the budgets, it's showing you the forecasted budgets and then the actual consumption and the difference in positive or negative. And then under the milestones, it is showing you the total milestones of this project and the reached milestones of this project. So all of these milestones have been reached, so you can see here, and by clicking on this milestone you can also jump to the relevant milestone and the details of that milestone.
Yes.
Any questions so far?
Yeah. So this keeps a complete track about the projects and the cost and the vendor bills, everything at times.
Yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
gives a control. Yeah.
Is it clear now
Yeah.
about the project?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like,
And you can
yeah.
also always you can create the new projects by this button as well, rather than creating projects from the sales order lines. You can also
Okay.
create projects manually.
Okay. Okay.
That's all about the project, Shafi. I think that's
Yeah.
enough for today. So we will
Yes.
cover. We will start from the HR. I think HR and accounting is pending. Let me check the topics that are remaining.
Yeah.
Yes. So according to the training sheet, the next is accounting.
Yeah.
Accounts payable, accounts receivable, GL, and then we'll go to HR and payroll,
Okay.
and then the last is Odoo Studio and Odoo dashboards.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Thank you, Shafi. Thank you for
Thank you.
your time.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very
tomorrow,
much.
are we going to have a class or do you need a break?
No, we need a break because I have to practice these things and I'll let you know. So
Okay.
is it okay with you? No,
No problem. As
you
per
take
your
the gaps
schedule, we
because
can do that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And Monday, Tuesday also you're also busy with the your projects also, right?
Okay. No
Okay,
problem.
fine.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Allah Hafiz.